back.
I mean, when the first night comes out as well, what do you expect to see the Night Stalker do?
No, they're not gonna kill him. I don't think he dies.
Maledict and Stormhammer.
He's level 1. Oh, nice block
body
though,
blocks.
from Madara.
They might just do that, Lang. We've got to get those extra punches in. The
He
very
might
far
actually die
region.
with the body block. That's gonna be very close.
Oh!
That was very close. Really good body block from Madara. Very nice one. I was level 2 Maledict. Yeah, that's actually a lot of damage. Interesting build from the Witch Doctor, actually. Very aggressive build.
No, it certainly pays off there.
Most of the offlaners aren't really used to that. Usually you go for the heal, and so when you see them, the Maledict is already too late. Yeah, tough game for the Night Stalker. Tough game. He can't jungle without the Iron Talent, that's for sure. It's not effective at all.
Can he even achieve anything this first night, do you feel?
He's level 2. He doesn't have boots. I don't think he can now. He could have if he was like level 4 with decent farm. Had he farmed that camp like 2 or 3 times.
He's gonna be fine.
He's gonna be a bit harder to catch, but if the Ursa gets on top of him with the first spell and the Over Venom, he probably has one. Even if he doesn't, honestly. If he slows him, he's dead. Ursa's running towards him. I don't think he makes it. Yeah, with the snowball, he's dead. Even with the nighttime, like, this is so much damage. So much damage. Really tough game for Night Stalker.
I mean, well, mid lane though, they do still find themselves a kill in return.
They're getting really good trades.
Yeah, the fact that Night Stalker's suffering, they're trading it for an OD suffering in the mid lane. That's got to be
the problem is that, like, your Night Stalker, this is when you come back, usually during the first night, right? If you had a tough lane, because if he still struggles right now, then it's going to be another day phase where he's going to be completely useless. Usually you want him to have a decent time and then try to work to him, like get him Midas or face boots or whatever that can help him carry a bit his momentum. But that's good rotation from the bounty, I think. Yeah, honestly, it's good.
It's Maledict again, and it's a kill every time.
Yeah. So we see both offlaners, they're struggling a lot. They're playing versus really strong lanes, and they did not start with a jungle-oriented build. The Beastmaster bought a Quilling Blade. He's probably thinking about it, but he just can't get that boost of gold that's gonna help him get that item. So it's the game is completely dead even, actually. I mean, if you don't take the mid lane into account.
Yeah, the mid lane's certainly where yeah, there's a bit of a different story going on, but top lane we might see something go down and get onto the Night Stalker with posture, looking to position himself here behind that tower, hoping that his teammates can push this in so they can get a chance to go in. He's actually just going to run straight for it.
He's going to go for it. Yeah. He has a DD as well, or he doesn't? No, he doesn't. Oh, that was very close.
Yeah.
It would have been a kill for sure.
It's a little unfortunate there, I guess, just kind of underestimating the speed that this Night Stalker had and cutting it short with the shards.
Scandal is not having a good game. Like, he's been like pressured a lot, and the Tusk hasn't helped mid at all. Actually, he's been like focusing down the Night Stalker. I mean, I think it's gonna pay off in the sense that, as you said, like Night Stalker doesn't come back easily. But OD is also one of those heroes that he kind of needs a good start. So it's a bit of a tough decision for the Tuskar. He definitely made his choice, and he like focused the Night Stalker really hard.
Afterlife now going for a bit of choke point jungling here, but there's going to be a rotation, and MNT, they're going to spawn him out. If they've got Spartan here as well, and with the Maledict, there's not a hope here for this Beastmaster.
This Maledict definitely paid off. Like, it did so much in this game. So very good decision by the captain of Ad Finem.
They have got the dust out onto Bounty, but MNT...
He can walk to the right, he places a ward. He's actually going to be fine. The dust is going to run out. Is that...
Oh, if he loses too much intel though. Oh, he got it off.
Alright,
he's under the tower though.
That was close. A bit of misplay from the bounty hunter, but the idea was there.
Yeah, very close to surviving through that. Yeah, there's a tier 2 there.
This master is like, so I can't be on the lane, I can't farm the big camp, what am I gonna do in this game? What's my business?
I mean, as you said, it's just not a great game for offlaners, this one.
It really isn't.
Mid lane trying to go into Scandal. He'll hold back the Death Prophet there with Nastrum, but Poshka's there as well, so it's hard really for the side of Ad Finem to go in on him. But as you said, the damage may have already been done, as we're seeing Death Prophet with about a 1.3k net worth lead on this OD, just 7.5 minutes in.
Both lineups are very balanced, I feel. I actually like the Ad Finem lineup as well. It can get very scary. Like, the way that lineup works is they take advantage of the Night Stalker vision, they just open the fight. They're gonna need to blink on Sven at some point for sure. They open the fight on someone, they just burst him down,
here.
And then they just chase people.
What's the got on? Anything tasty? That's the recipe for something. Oh, he got it!
Got it though.
Yeah.
It's still like XP, gold. It's so good for the bounty when you get those courier. It doesn't matter. He doesn't care about dying on this. This is 100% worth it. That ulti though.
It could be a bit of a waste of the exorcism.
Yeah. Is he gonna get him? I don't think so. That was a bit of a waste, unfortunately. The shards were really well positioned.
Yeah, I mean, it's still the fact that this Ursa has got that Mask of Madness, the killing potential is very, very high for Ramses. We've seen already, he's got the teammates to set it up. And pretty much everyone, especially when the Beastmaster hits 6, you got your Roar, your Astrals, your Shards, your Nightmares, everything to allow you to close the gap in top lane. Snowball stun, it's going to connect, and the Shard block's there. In comes Ramses.
Damage.
Actually going to back off there. He's going to play it safe because Spartan comes in, and Spartan with the Death Orb will actually punish the Tusk.
Spartan with the plays, making sure that his team does well. And this is the type of like action that Night Stalker really needs at this stage. Like it's good XP, good boost of gold, and it's during daytime, so it's like better than what it like. That's the best situation for him to try to come back in this game because he's having a really tough game. The next big objective for Empire is going to be the Roche.
Stand up. In trouble. Cast into the attack from Bouncy and he's gone. I mean, we're seeing just time and time again.
They
this
could go on the
Bouncy.
Tusker as well. He doesn't have a Siphon though.
Oh, I'm not going to be toggled off, Doug. He has got this DD though, and that's more than enough. I mean,
this is getting out of control actually.
It really feels like on the side of Ad Finem, just this Spartan and Bounty combo. This, you know, it's doing so much work. This Bounty Witch Doctor, every lane, it's getting kills every time with the Maledict and the Bounty surprise attack.
And that's only because they shut down that Beastmaster so much that they can afford roaming around, and this Sven just doesn't care. He can bully the Beastmaster by himself because he's so fat that the Beastmaster can't trade hit. He just runs at the summons, kills them. He greeds in the jungle, so Sven is having the best time of his life.
Tread Town 10 minutes in with 1k on salt.
Exactly, and the supports are roaming at the same time and doing a lot of work. So Ad Finem is playing that very smart. If it wasn't for the Night Stalker dying a bit too much, I'd say on the off lane, that's like the dream laning phase for them. Because this isn't when they start greeding. Like the way they're going to play right now is just going to get information with the bounty. The Witch Doctor and the DP are going to slowly farm, just be ready to like counter initiate, or you can't really dive this lineup. It's so scary to dive against Track, DP ultimate, and then the Sven's just going to farm. They don't really want to fight yet. The Sven needs to get at least 1 or 2 items, let's say SNY, Blink, and then he's going to be ready to fight. It's a bit too early for now. This is the phase where Sven just wants to greed.
Yeah. I mean, and it really is the fact that you look at those net worths, and it's the top 3 farming, and there's 2 on the side of Ad Finem, and 4.9, 4.8, 4.7, and then a huge drop of the 2k down to that OD.
And it's not a good Ursa game. I don't think it's such a good Ursa game. They have very mobile heroes. They have the Sven Surge spell, the Track, like the movement speed boost with the Track, the DP that's naturally fast. It's Night Stalker. It's not easy to catch those heroes. They do have good disables in Bane, Tusk, and Beastmaster, but I mean, Ursa's gonna lack vision. It's really not an easy game for Ursa. He needs Aegis, he needs to snowball.
We're going to see if they can make something happen in the mid lane. They've got their eyes onto Scandal again. I mean, poor Scandal.
He's gonna know they have a ward. Like they're just diving all the time carelessly. So it means that they know they can actually do this. So I mean, I'm pretty sure Empire is aware that they have a ward behind the tower.
Oh, Miposhka, you cannot hang around there. And it's track kills as well at this point.
And you might wonder why he reacted so late. It's because his darkness. Like if you look at the timer, you see that blue thing. It means that the vision is really reduced. They don't see anything pretty much. Can they try to? Honestly, if they could secure themselves the Roche at Finem on the back of a good fight or a good pick-off, it would be huge. It would be game-winning, I think.
Yeah, taking that away from the
with the DP ulti, yeah.
Because when you run that kind of lineup if you're Empire, you are relying on getting that Aegis.
You really are. You really are.
And we'll see, just taking these towers as well, securing this area around the Roche pit. It's kind of just leaning to exactly that for Ad Finem.
This is the second night. They're trying to get the tower. They have the DP ulti. I think that fight is pretty hard.
That fight
is hard.
Huge grip onto Scarlet. Ramses comes in trying to work his way through. Scarlet will take the kill here, but as you said, Deathward and X is enforcing Empire back. They're being tracked up. The chase down is there. They've managed to find themselves the kill on Miposhka. Storm Hammer onto Scandal. It's a second kill. And it's 2 track kills as well. Tower to go. And as you said, with the third one dropping, you can't hold.
They're so
Finem.
Like they have so much movement speed, so much armor with the Sven, the cask. It's such a hard fight to take. It's so hard. Like unless you open on the DP, I think that's the only situation where you can actually commit to the fight. Like sure you open on the Night Stalker, but he doesn't do so much. Anyway, he's gonna throw 1 ward or 2. He doesn't do much besides giving you
that's not gonna work.
Yep.
I mean, just things like that, you're not going to be able to bring the game back if you're throwing heroes in like that.
No, the game is out of control right now. They're losing towers when they shouldn't, because they have a good lineup at defending those towers. They can just push out with the shards, the axes. Yeah, this is out of control.
13 minutes in.
completely out of control. Because this is the very moment in the game where Empire should be playing slow and smart.
More ancients.
Get a pick off, get the Roche, and like start snowballing slowly, like bit by bit. But this is not like this, would say FNG, not like this.
I mean, yeah, look at you see at the moment, the Sven, he's pretty much got the same net worth as the Ursa and the OD put together. It's very close to that.
I mean, he had a dream game. He kept on farming, stacking ancients, farming them.
If this Roche fight goes bad for Empire as well, that could be the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, definitely. They need that fight to go well. They didn't use much. They have everything ready besides the finger.
How long to exorcism?
They don't have it. It's very long cooldown.
Yeah, as you said, just still 40 seconds.
They need to win this fight, but like you're fighting against Witch Doctor without summons. It's such a tough-
Ramses is caught out the front of it, and he just disappears.
Yeah, see you later.
Maybe
next time.
Play from Ad Finem.
Maybe next time.
And these track kills, it's gonna be another one as the Void comes through. You could try TP and he might just, and he does.
Yeah, good TP out, good awareness.
Oh, but this game, Ad Finem, 13-5, 14 minutes in. I mean, is this down to the play, or from the start, could you maybe foresee this happening down to the draft? Is this an out draft, or what's going on in it?
I mean, in theory, the way the fight are gonna develop, like the Sven's gonna open on the guy and kill him. They have ways to stop him. They have Roar and Tusk, but yet again, they're playing in darkness. Like they don't see anything. It is actually so hard for the Tusk.
And you can't fly into this if actually
you can't.
No.
And the Tusk is playing without a blink, so he needs to run in. He doesn't see anything, and he needs to try to snowball the target. He's just gonna get silenced or stunned.
Scandal.
They don't see anything. He doesn't see them.
There's a big snowball. They're trying to go for him. Oh, it's the Storm Hammer coming out to Ramsey. He's silenced up as well.
Look at the TP also. Look at the damage.
Oh, it's over, surely. 3 dead on the side of Empire. They will manage to find the Death Prophet, but it's over.
Game.
It is all over. Ad Finem absolutely destroying Empire.
There you go. What a performance by Ad Finem. They play that perfectly. The supports did so much. Spartan and the Bonnie